I built a real-life spy penguin. So I've been playing a lot of Subnautica Below Zero lately, and even though a lot of you fun haters out there will say it's trash, I've been having a lot of fun with it. Especially since it inspired the build. And here's how I built it. So by far the most complex part of the build was the drivetrain. Not only because the physical design involved math, but it was my first time doing tank treads. So I began with a 2D sketch of the sprocket gear, and from that sketch we have a known radius and number of teeth. So you take those two numbers, plug it into this equation, and just like that, you get the dimensions for your tank track. And now we're ready to build it. I just want to say how awesome it is to see my projects go from 3D models to something physical and functioning. And who better to help make your projects a reality than PCBWay. PCBWay offers 3D printing, CNC machining, injection molding, and you guessed it, PCB manufacturing, and so much more. So if you're working on your own ambitious projects and want custom parts made without needing a full shop, it's worth checking out. Link in the description below. So for this project, I'm using the Arduino R4 Wi-Fi. It's basically a beefed up version of the Arduino Uno with wireless capabilities, which makes controlling the Spy Penguin very simple. In the code, I write a few lines to set up Bluetooth service, and set up this HTML interface to interact with it. You know, for my first time doing tank tracks, I think these came out pretty well. We just gotta see how it holds up with the additional weight added on top once it's finished. But for now, I'm happy with this. Let's move on. For the flapping wings and the head, I used these Miu's MG90S micro servos. The wings were pretty easy, since all I had to do was insert these servos, attach the wings, and let them rock. The head was a different story. Because of a lack of lateral support, it was really wobbly. The solution? A slewing bearing. Following this tutorial, I was able to design and build my own custom slewing bearing. You're actually kidding me. After my second attempt with the bearing fully assembled, all there was left to do was put inserts into the head assembly and attach the head. And just like that, the Spy Penguin's coming together. Since the Spy Penguin speaks,
Agent online.
Mine had to have sound effects. Luckily, the wiki had all the in-game sound files.
Spy Penguin online. What's our mission?
And to play these sounds, I used this cheap 3-watt speaker paired with a DF Player Mini. Okay, so we're gonna test the sound effects. Well, it works. Now, for the paint job. I started off by hand sanding each and every one of the pieces. Then gave everything a couple coats of primer. Yeah, so I didn't really record most of this. Here are the finished pieces. Enjoy. And at last, the final assembly. As a couple of finishing touches, I added an activation sound for when Bluetooth was connected.
Spy Penguin Online.
I also added this ultrasonic sensor to detect collisions.
Ouchie. Oof. Ready for my assignment.
And that's a wrap. If you guys want to build this yourselves or just want to show some support, my Patreon's in the description below. There, you'll have access to my 3D print files, a detailed user manual, wiring diagrams, and the code. So if you enjoy my content, some support would be much appreciated. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one.